The workshop on Outpost Kepler 442 hummed with the usual rhythm of human ingenuity. Andrew wiped grease from his hands, surveying the cluttered workbench filled with salvaged alien tech, broken mining equipment, and half-finished projects. As the station's only human engineer, he'd grown accustomed to fixing things nobody else understood or wanted to bother with. The metallic screech of the workshop door made him turn. Nothing could have prepared him for what stumbled through. A dragon hatchling, no larger than a house cat, tumbled across the threshold. Its iridescent scales caught the harsh LED lights, shifting from deep purple to shimmering gold. But what struck Andrew most were the tears, actual crystalline tears, streaming down its snout as it clutched something in its tiny claws. "Whoa there, little one," Andrew said softly, kneeling down. The hatchling regarded him with enormous amber eyes, then shuffled forward, extending its prize toward him with a pitiful whimper. It was a toy, or had been. A mechanical bird crafted from what looked like compressed starlight, its delicate wings now bent and broken, its luminous core flickering weakly. "Your toy's busted, huh?" Andrew took it gently, examining the intricate construction. The craftsmanship was extraordinary, beyond anything he'd seen from the Draconian Imperium's renowned artificers. "Don't worry, buddy. Let's see what we can do." The hatchling settled onto its haunches, watching with desperate hope. Andrew carried the toy to his workbench, the dragon following like a loyal shadow. Up close, the mechanism was fascinating, a fusion of crystalline technology and biomechanical engineering that seemed to respond to emotional resonance rather than simple circuitry. The wings weren't just bent, the harmonic lattice that gave them flight had been shattered. "This is going to take some creative thinking," he muttered, reaching for his tools. What Andrew didn't know, couldn't know, was that in the observation deck 3 levels above, Aubrey, the station's xenobiologist, stood frozen beside a towering figure draped in ceremonial armor that gleamed like molten rubies. "Ambassador Krathzul," Aubrey said carefully. "Perhaps we should—" "Silence." The dragon ambassador's voice rumbled like distant thunder. "My youngest has chosen his path. We watch." Through the viewport's magnification, they observed Andrew working. His hands moved with surprising delicacy, human fingers manipulating alien technology with an improviser's confidence. He couldn't replicate the original harmonic crystals, but he had something else, a collection of tuning forks from Earth, gifts from his grandmother, each one perfectly calibrated. "Resonance is resonance," Andrew murmured to the watching hatchling. "Doesn't matter if it comes from crystal or steel. It's all about finding the right frequency." He worked for hours. The hatchling never left his side, occasionally chirping encouragement or nuzzling his elbow. Andrew talked to it constantly, explaining his process, asking its opinion on color choices for the replacement wing panels he was fabricating from polished aluminum and salvaged LED strips. "Your toy's going to look a little different," he said, holding up his creation. But different doesn't mean broken. Sometimes it means improved. He inserted the tuning forks where crystals had been, wired them to a small battery pack, and activated the sequence. The mechanical bird whirred to life, its new wings spreading wide. They didn't shimmer with starlight anymore. They glowed with the warm amber of human engineering, powered by persistence rather than perfection. The bird took flight, circling the workshop in a graceful spiral. The hatchling's joy was incandescent. It leaped into the air, wings too young for flight carrying it only inches off the ground, but its excitement was limitless. It caught the bird gently in its jaws, then dropped it back into Andrew's hands, nudging it insistently. "You want me to keep it safe?" Andrew smiled. "Or, you want to play together?" The hatchling chirped, unmistakably delighted. For the next hour, Andrew forgot about broken equipment and maintenance schedules. He played with a baby dragon, sending the mechanical bird soaring through the workshop while the hatchling chased it with pure, uninhibited joy. Its tears had long since dried. The workshop door slid open with a hydraulic hiss that made Andrew freeze mid-throw. Ambassador Krathzul filled the doorway, an ancient creature of legend made flesh and scale. Behind him, Aubrey looked apologetic and terrified in equal measure. "Ambassador," Andrew stammered, putting himself instinctively between the hatchling and the massive dragon. "I didn't realize, I wasn't trying to—" "You fixed my grandson's treasure." Krathzul's voice was softer now, though no less powerful. "The Sorrow Bird, crafted by his mother before she fell in the Void Wars. Every artificer in the Imperium declared it beyond repair. They said its song was lost forever." The ambassador lowered his massive head, bringing one enormous eye level with Andrew. "Yet you, with your primitive tools and limited understanding of our technology, found a way. How?" Andrew swallowed hard. I didn't try to restore what was lost, sir. I tried to give it something new. A different song, but still a song worth singing." Silence stretched between them, broken only by the hatchling's happy chirps as it played with its restored toy. Then Krathzul laughed, a sound like avalanches and thunderstorms and the joy of creation itself. "Humanity," he said, his voice carrying a weight of newfound respect. "They told me your species succeeds through stubbornness alone. They were wrong. You succeed because you see possibility where others see ruin. You build bridges from broken pieces." He straightened, regarding Aubrey with one massive eye. "This human, I want him as my grandson's bonded artificer." What?" Andrew blinked. "It is the highest honor among my people," Krathzul explained. "To be chosen by one of royal blood, to craft and create and fix the broken things of the world. Will you accept?" Andrew looked down at the hatchling, who gazed up at him with those enormous, trusting eyes. He thought about all the broken things he'd fixed, all the impossible repairs he'd improvised. He thought about finding purpose in the discarded and forgotten. "Yeah," he said finally, a smile spreading across his face. "Yeah, I'll accept." Aubrey let out a breath she didn't know she'd been holding. While above them, in the cold void of space, an alliance was forged not through treaties or warfare, but through kindness, creativity, and a human's unwillingness to let anything stay broken. Sometimes, the most important repairs aren't about restoration, they're about transformation. And sometimes, the galaxy changes because someone took the time to wipe away a child's tears, even if that child happens to be a dragon.